Great to see you.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Hey, so tell us about the whole media meme and what you guys are doing and why.
Okay, so Mediagazer is another vertical from the Techmeme family, and what it does is focuses on the media industry as opposed to the technology industry. There will be some overlap, but what the media site focuses on more sort of the business of information, whereas the technology site you'll see news about like different gadgets that are coming out. We don't really focus on that much. We focus more on how people are talking about what they're talking about, and the future of how that's going, how communication is going to evolve. So that's sort of our focus there. And what we do is we try to figure out what the top stories are of the day within the media industry, and then collect all the takes on that. So lots of different viewpoints about the same story will all be clustered together. So you can just take one look at the page and you'll be able to see at a glance what everyone's talking about and what they're all saying about it.
Cool. So you guys have sources that you follow, and then other people push up other sources to make recommendations, or tell us a little bit about how it works,
How it works.
how stories get surfaced up to the site.
Okay, we have an algorithm that sort of powers the most of our site, and it does a lot of the heavy lifting, and it sort of scans the entire blogosphere, a lot of different news sites. It sees who is linking to who. It sees if a lot of people are talking about the same subject. And then I actually act as an editor that sort of oversees the algorithm. So what will happen is the algorithm and I will sort of work in tandem. And the site also works by pushing up, if you will, stories which are more important tend to be at the higher part of the page, whereas the stories which are important to the media industry but not quite as breaking or not quite, they tend to be sort of below the fold, if you will. So it's kind of a nice mix of both, human element and, computer power, which sort of drives the whole thing together and just puts it together in one big package.
You guys have been successful with the sort of sponsored areas of Techmeme. Is that the business model you think for Mediagazer, or
Yes, that we do have, no, we do have the same business model for Mediagazer, and right now we've actually we have three sponsors on our site. We've got WordPress.com, we've got Zamanta, and Snapstream. So I'm very happy to be sponsored by them. What we do is we actually pull in their blog into our, so it's a sponsored post. It's clearly marked as a sponsored post, but when you're reading down the list of all the news, you'll have a box there with our sponsors post in it from their blog that they're able to write up. So they're able to directly bring the news to our audience of exactly what they want. It sort of allows the advertisers to really take what they're already writing and sort of present it to a different audience. So it's a nice distribution model, I think. Anyone who is interested in the media industry, I think this is a great way to easily see what people are talking about. And one of the reasons why I like it, for instance, is I'm able to go to the page, take a look, and sort of one glance see, what the conversation is all about and who is driving it, and who are the people that you should be paying attention to, and what are all the different takes uh, on this particular topic. And I think anyone who doesn't have a lot of time to really go in depth, but wants to see the entire big picture, like that, I think is sort of our audience. So we just want to make it easy for people to be able to keep up with all these changes that are going on in media.